I'm Camille Daly. I'm a teacher, a grade 1-2 teacher for the Winnipeg School Division. I actually just moved here from Ontario to teach. Something that I like to do a lot of is running. I'm a big runner. And then in the last year, I got really into biking. And so that's kind of how I've been getting around now, is a lot of biking and running and walking, because I live downtown. So it's a lot easier to kind of get around that way. I actually got a bike and for my birthday last June. I knew I was moving to Winnipeg. I knew it was kind of a biking city. A lot of people I've noticed when I moved here like to bike. But then almost as soon as I moved here, my bike got stolen. So I couldn't bike anymore. I guess when I first moved here, I was a little bit naive because I kept it out on my balcony. And in my defense, my balcony is not on the first level and it's not very accessible. When my dad moved me in, he said, "No, I don't think anyone's going to take it. It's so high up, like they would have to be like Spider-Man and climb up this thing." Really, truly, I didn't even think it was possible. So now that I have my new bike and I have this like really great steel lock, it's like uncuttable. In theory. But even when I like go to the grocery store, I'm so nervous and I like shake my bike a bunch to make sure I didn't accidentally lock it onto like a tire or something, just so that I know it's safe. And I'm like, the entire time I'm in there, I'm so nervous that it's going to be taken, because I know Winnipeg can be a little bit bad for that. And then when I bring it to work, I bring it into my classroom with me. And it's really important to get a good lock. I see a lot of people in the city with locks that I know are kind of easier to be cut. So make sure that you invest in a really nice one. It can be super expensive and it's frustrating. And then taking off your bike seat so that it's just less like desirable to people, and then never leaving it unlocked, even if you're going away for just 2 seconds. But what I've noticed, especially again, because I live downtown, there's a lot of bike paths. I live right off like the Assiniboine bike path. And that's like, I'm constantly seeing people there. So after my bike got stolen, I was a little bit jealous when I'd be running and seeing people biking by. So I like seeing people like out for walks, out for runs, out for bikes, because I know it's like a lifelong thing that you can do. You can be 70 and be going for a walk. You can be going for a bike. It doesn't really matter. So I really enjoy seeing people out, and especially when I see that my like students bike to school or walk to school, that type of stuff. Really excited because I'm going to be participating in the commuter challenge. So I did participate in the Jack Frost challenge in the winter, and it was a lot of fun, even though it was super cold. But I'm excited now because I have my bike to participate. I think when I first got my bikes, like I wanted to do, I enjoy going to spin classes and stuff like that. So I kind of wanted an additional thing other than running. And I bought like a stationary piece for my bike so I can use it in the winter, that kind of stuff. But now I've kind of realized that like now that I'm coming into work all the time and I'm, more of aware of my spending and how much gas is and how it's bad for the environment, I'm kind of like, I can just bike to work. It almost takes honestly the same amount of time. I think it takes me about 17-18 minutes to drive to work, and it takes me less than 30 minutes to bike to work. So it really truly isn't even much of an inconvenience, and it wakes me up. So it's nice.